I'm Will Beacham, ICIS Chemical Business Deputy Editor, and I'm here with Thorsten Ploss, who's a partner at Roland Berger Strategy Consultants. We're talking about the chemical industry and the impact of the downturn. Hello Thorsten.
Hello, nice to meet you.
How does this downturn compare to the others in severity? It's been compared to the 1980s downturn. Is that a fair comparison?
I think it's not really a fair one. From the initial view, it might look like the same because you had a spike in the feedstock prices, high oil prices, and then the consumption went down, the demand went down, so the chemicals fell off the cliff. But there are some differences. First of all, it's the main reason for the 80s downturn was the massive overcapacity in the production. While now in this downturn, well, ultimately it's caused by the financial crisis, but at the end what hits the chemical industry is the massive downturn in consumption. So the demand is going down. So what you see is in the 80s it went down 10–15%, stayed there for a couple of months, and then it went back to the same rates up again, and then it also went even back to the same growth rates. What is now is, it's first of all, it's slumped far deeper, so 20–25%, some parts of the industry even 30% or more. The prediction is it will stay longer there, and then it will start growing slowly, so it will not reach the same level as before as fast as it was going down, and the growth rates will be slower. Okay.
Can you put any kind of prediction on how long the slump's going to last and what kind of shape it's going to be?
Well, I think it's more maybe like a W, but the last leg of the W is not as big as the first leg of the W. So what you will see is you will see clearly very soon, and this quarter, next quarter, you will see slowly the stocking effect again, so that the destocking is over. So you will get a small spike, it will go up again, but then you will see that it will slump down again. Different reasons. The stimulus plans of the governments will go down because no money is spent. The governments will tighten the money. Just saw the announcement 2 days ago in the newspapers here in the UK that the government wants to cut the budget. So then again there will be another hit on the demand, and then it will start slowly growing up. So I think you might see it easing a little bit during this year, and then it gets a hit again, and then it starts getting up in 2010.
So it's not really a true W, it's a V and a long slope, slower slope.
Yeah, something like this.
Okay, thanks. The industry so far has reacted by temporarily idling capacity and putting staff on short-term working. Do you think that that's going to be sufficient, or are we going to need more permanent layoffs?
Well, I think at the end they will shut this plants down permanently. Because this is also the opportunity for the European and US chemical industry to close disadvantaged plants. So it's more to do with soft landing, and I think it's got also to do something with the social responsibility which the chemical industry has. So they don't want to say, okay, fine, it's too expensive in Europe and the US, we close it, we just in future produce only in China or the Middle East. So it's more to ease it down, but ultimately this was anyhow needed in the chemical industry, that there's a shift of the production capacity either to the demand or to the cheaper feedstock. So I think it will be permanently at the end.
So what kind of proportion of this temporary idling will go permanent, do you reckon?
It's really difficult to say, but a quarter or a third of this.
So it could be like up to, if you've got 20% decline, it could be maybe 5 or 10% permanent. Okay. So apart from the closures, what other strategies can companies adopt to cope with the downturn at the moment?
It's very difficult to see what to cope with the downturn currently. Because if there is no demand, they cannot do anything except then reducing the cost base and preparing for the growth. I think it's more what they can do is more in the long-term basis, and this means to become closer to the customers, getting more knowledge and working closer together with the customer industries to identify what are really the needs. So is it really always getting something nicer, better for a premium, or is it more helping the customer industries to deliver the needs exactly what they need and not over-deliver, and give them more possibilities for margin, so that at the end that they can buy more from the chemical industry.
So you're talking about much closer links between chemical industry and downstream. But in return the industry has to accept lower margins. Is that it?
Not really. No. Of course, there's always a trade-off between secure revenue, so long-term safe revenue, and margin, because at the end, margin always honorates only risk.
Yeah.
So this is the definition of margin. So, but if you do it in the clever way, you can secure even through the cycles proper margins. So I think if you look in different individual parts of the cycle, there might be different margins, but if you go across the cycle, you should be able to get proper margins.
Okay.
And stable margins.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Welcome.